Hey guys, what's going on? A few days ago on the App Store, Pokemon Duel released out of nowhere. Like I had no idea this game was coming out. And I downloaded it when I laid down for bed and ended up playing it way too long. It hooked me pretty fast because it's pretty fun. I mean, there's a lot to do. And the tutorial is decent. It walks you through it pretty well, but it doesn't tell you everything. I still had a lot of questions going forward and into the next day or two. But since then, I figured a lot of it out, and I wanted to make a video kind of trying to tell everyone how to get gyms, how to get Pokemon, and just a general guide to help you get started fast. Alright, so when you first install it, it's a pretty big download. Not from the App Store, but whenever you first run the actual app, it's going to do a big patch, and it takes a while, several minutes, even on good Wi-Fi, so bear that in mind. But when you get to this screen, do not hit clear cache, this thing down at the bottom. Don't touch that. It'll wipe the install, the patch you just did, and you'll have to redo it. So just don't touch that. Touch somewhere else, like up here. Alright, so obviously the main thing people are going to be asking is, how do you get more Pokemon? How do you get the good Pokemon? Well, there's two ways. You can buy gyms from the store with real money and buy the big booster cases, or you can earn your gyms while playing the regular game and earning Pokemon at the same time. Alright, next question. How many gyms do I need, and what's the fastest way to get them? Well, if you go to the shop, sometimes just pop it in the shop. She will give you some gyms just for showing up. You don't even have to buy anything. But we're going for 300 every day. You don't want these down here at the bottom. They are not what you're going for. 300 is the way to go right now. You get 6 Pokemon, and you're guaranteed, at least my understanding, you're guaranteed at least 1 EX from your 6 drops. So far I've bought 2 of these, and each time I've gotten 2 different EXs. Alright, it may seem kind of dumb, but really the best way to earn a bunch of gems really fast, I say really fast relatively, this game just came out, is log in every single day. Maybe even twice a day to make sure it knows you logged in. Because, bam, 100 gems just for logging in. 15, same day I think. Didn't do anything, 50 gems just for playing the game basically. 15 for logging in, so played the quest, got a free booster pack. You just gotta log in and play, just do something. So even if you're not like ready to play and you think you might want to play in the future, download it now and start playing, sort of, just log in every day. That's a good way to get a good jump start. I think they've got some kind of boost going right now since it's new, where they are giving people gems for logging in. Alright, other ways to earn gems. One way is the training center, which is something you want to do anyway. I think the tutorial might push you there at some point, but maybe not. Alright, so you go to the training center, and basically you just want to complete everything, but like in addition to completing it, you want to try to meet these challenges. If you meet the challenges, for every star you get, I think you get a gem, and you might get a bonus depending on if it's your first try or not. I'm not sure on that. That's a guess. But also look, I mean, you get gems, you get plates, you get Pokemon. So doing the training center is going to teach you a lot of scenarios which are useful to know, and they're going to give you gems and Pokemon, so it's pretty much win-win-win. Can't go wrong there. Alright, similar to the training center, over here are quests, and this is another single player mode. In the training center, it gives you pre-made decks, which you play with, but in quests, you play with your own deck, so you're going to have to work on getting better stuff and fine-tuning what you have. But it's very similar. You just play through a different number of bosses, and as you can see, I've tried to 3-star pretty much everything. And that's a way you earn a lot of gems. Also, while doing this, you're going to get Pokemon and coins. So these are definitely worth doing. They also help you understand your deck, what's lacking. The AI can be a little dumb sometimes, but don't worry about that. It's good practice. And it's a good way to earn gems, and like, look at that, 10 gems for playing, and you're gonna get a bunch for doing the challenges. Win-win again. Alright, last is your daily missions. You're gonna get 3 daily missions per 24 hours, I think. And you want to complete these. Usually it's battling, usually a room battle or a league battle. They give you all sorts of rewards, but if you look here, 30 gems, 70 gems, 10, 20, 25, you can definitely get a good many gems just from doing your dailies. Also, every 10 completions of daily missions, which means it's going to take at least 4 days to get the 10th one, you're going to get a special mission. Alright, so now that you know how to get gems, just a few quick tips to blitz through in case you don't know. You can only open one pack at a time, and it takes a while for them to unlock, so you want to always have one opening. If you don't have packs, you need to play and do league battles. Every win is going to earn you packs, and every time you play, win or lose, it's going to earn you key fragments as well. This locked booster up here, you can earn one of those a day, so that's worth doing. Play enough to get your packs, play enough to open your locked booster. Alright, what is this blue material we've gotten? What is the material exchange? So this blue stuff you get up here in the top right, you only get it from booster packs. So whenever you get a free pack or whenever you spend your 300 gems buying the 6, like I've said, you're going to get some of these. Don't waste them in here. This is only for purchasing. So like I have this Cacnea. I did this already. Trade for 250. I thought I was going to trade my Pokemon and get 250 of this stuff, thinking I was going to really quickly work my way up to 4,000. No, that's not the case. It took my 250. I was left with 0. I was pretty upset, but that's alright. I mean, I made the mistake. You don't do it. So you just save these. Eventually you'll have enough to buy something good. Okay, what are coins for? You've got a lot of coins. What do you do with them? Well, coins are spent when you do fusion. Fusion is where you fuse together different Pokemon into, or items, into one other Pokemon. So I could fuse like these Lobies that I don't want, and their XP value would be added to the monster I've got in the center, the one that's receiving the fusion. And it costs gold down here at the bottom, usually close to the same amount of XP it's going to give. So it costs gold to do fusion. I would not suggest doing fusion right now because you don't know what you want to invest in. You don't know what you want to level up. You don't want to invest a lot of XP and gold into a Pokemon that you might not use later. So I would suggest saving your gold, and instead of doing fusion whenever you need space, because you do have limited space, going to the shop, going to exchange coins, and selling the ones you don't need. Like I don't need 2 Raticates, I don't need 2 Spearows, I don't really need a lot of these, so you could get rid of a lot of the weaker stuff unless you're just a hoarder like me and you want to collect everything. So I'm just going to sell these guys right now, so I get like 464 gold, and it frees up some space for me. Another thing is like these cubes. As far as I can tell, these gold ones aren't worth anything except gold. So like look, that's 50,000 gold for these 2 things. This one's an EX, this one's a rare. I got them out of boosters, so we'll just sell them. I mean, it's just gold, there's no reason to hang on to them. The blue ones though, they're XP, so you don't sell these. So back to fusion again real quick. If you do want to, like, they're not good for anything else. So if you just have a Pokemon that you do want to invest in right now, like Psyduck or whatever, you could put all your blues in there and crank them up, get a lot of XP really fast. But like I just said, it's pretty expensive. Wouldn't invest a lot into something early on until you're absolutely sure you want to play with that Pokemon a lot. Like if you get a really good EX early on, maybe that's something you'd want to invest in, especially if it's a good one. But I wouldn't mess around leveling your Pokemon up until you have a better grasp of like what's actually good and what's not as far as the wheel and the combat stats go. But that's going to be another video. Well guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. This went a little longer than I wanted it to, but it is a general guide on how to get gems quickly for free. Basically just follow my instructions and you'll have enough gems to buy the 300 cost booster box every other day or so, maybe every day if you're really committed. And I hope it helps. If it did, leave me a comment below. If you want, I could make a battle basics video teaching basic strategy and what all the cards do and some tips and tricks you can use like when you're fighting. But this isn't primarily the game I play. I usually play a game called Darkfall Rise of Aegon, It's a full loot open world PvP MMO. You can check it out at this link below. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.